Hello folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. I'm just getting ready to work on some more of my Cookie Monster. But before that, of course, let's see, what day is it today? It is not March, it is in May. It is May 9th. So, May 9th, Friday, May 9th. Develop and use your creative ability and originality. You are amusing and entertaining, popular among your friends and associates, and have definite likes and dislikes. So if today's your birthday, happy birthday! So, for progress, I'm getting close to being finished with my kitty cat. My cartoon cat, yeah, as you can see, I'm working on it. Been working on the body. I actually have set this aside for the last couple of days because I have been working on my Bookie Dragon. And as you can see, this one I'm doing freehand. That's without a hoop. And yeah, you can see some, I've done some here. Little bits here, let's see, here, down here, yeah, all over the place with that one color. So I got all of color 152 done, and now I'm working on 154, which is these green X's, and I've got almost all of them done down here. I say almost, and then I'm working on this little batch chunk here, and then there's some over here, and then there's a couple there, and then there's a whole patch down here, and then a patch down here, and then some here. Yeah. So that's how things are progressing right now. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Yeah. So yeah, there we are. So there's my Bookie Dragon. Yeah, having lots of fun doing that one. Okay, quick sip of coffee here. And now for my Cookie Monster. Where's my rock? There's my rock. There's my, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna let it roll a little bit there. Okay. There. Yeah, that keeps it out of the way. Nice. Okay. So put my cartoon cat back over here so I can pull my tools over. And okay, need a pen. Yeah, I decided I'm just gonna do it. This is the last row, so just gotta turn this off so I can see a little bit better. Yeah. Anyways, so Lola's got kittens. Yay. Kittens. Poor Lorna, she messaged this morning, messaged the group, and she's having back issues, so that's not fun. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need this light. Yeah, for some reason there was too much glare before, but not anymore. All right, now we can see. Now we can see what we're cooking with. Yay! Okay. Alrighty then. So it is actually, it's a nice day out today. It's not hot out at all. So it must be pretty cloudy out. So yeah, yesterday Wolfie and I, we got a fair bit accomplished yesterday. Yay! Yeah, we oh hey, there's the word city. C-I-T-Y. That's so cool. And then poo, P-O-O-O-O-O. Yeah, so we bagged up all the dirty laundry. Yeah, we bagged it all up into garbage bags and tossed those outside, and then she took them and put them in the van. She managed to get them all squeezed into the passenger seat. She put her bear in the driver's seat. And then we were able to move the desk. We got the desk moved over. Yeah, and then we had a box full of things, knickknacks and things that she had made, and she's like, yeah, that can go in the van. And I'm like, well, we're gonna go through it and decide what, and like put knickknacks away. And well, empty box went into the van because we managed to find the spot for everything that was in the box. Okay, so I'm just looking, and the angle is just not gonna work for you to see everything that's going on. So sorry. There. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to move this. I'll just move my speaker for now. Make it easier. There we go. Yay. So I'm gonna start with W, because most of this is W. So yeah, we got a fair bit done yesterday. I got all of the dishes done except for the slow cooker, which I left to soak. I know. It's used the slow cooker several days ago, but with my bad back and my bad hands, I struggle to get dishes done every day, and the big heavy stuff like that takes longer to get to. But then because we went to the food bank the other day, I ended up making I put the rice maker on, or the rice cooker, I should say, the rice cooker, put that on, and then while that was cooking the rice, Wolfie fried up some hamburger, and she added a can of beans to it. And then when the rice was finished, she added that and mixed it all together. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. But while she was doing that, I was making a salad. Yeah, it was a weird salad, but I found it to be tasty. I'm gonna have some later, because yeah, it was a fair bit. I used, let's see, I used the little bit of cabbage that they gave us from the food bank. Used all of that. There was red pepper. Okay, so now, because I cut this, it's at a slight enough angle. Yeah, I'll just peel it back. And, yeah, I should do. Yeah, so anyways, I did half the cucumber, I did about half the celery, I did whole red pepper, I did the whole tomato that they gave us, 1 apple, 1 orange, Let me think. There was the apple, the orange, half cucumber, celery, the red pepper, cabbage, broccoli. That was the very first thing that I did, was the broccoli. Wasn't very much broccoli, so yeah. But mixed it all together, and it filled one of our cooking pots. Because the mixing bowls we've got are not that big. So we're gonna have to see about getting a larger mixing bowl for salads. Yeah. So she's like, oh, I don't really like cabbage, and I'm like, yeah, well, it's in a salad, just the taste will be drowned out by everything else, and just add salad dressing. Well, she didn't add salad dressing, but it was a lot of food. Yeah, it was a lot of food that we had last night, and I enjoyed all of it. I did. And I definitely I keep forgetting until after I'm in bed to check on my toe. Yeah. And then I thought about doing it last night, but then it's like, nah, I just want to try and get to sleep. And I fell asleep with my, if you can call it sleep, with my legal, no, my cops watch later list. I have both cops and legal watch later lists. And for some reason I had Lori Vallow's, it was a live stream of Lori Vallow's court hearing on Law and Crime. I had that on my cops watch later list, and that was almost 7 hours long of a live stream, and I kind of fell asleep to that. Every so often I'd wake up and there would be something else playing, so I'd hit the like button and go back to sleep. Yeah. And then at some point I woke up and it's like, well, this is bloody ridiculous, because it felt like I would wake up, fall asleep, wake up, roll over, fall asleep type deal. And I was, yeah, subconsciously I was blaming YouTube. So I switched from YouTube to Spotify and put on Steam Powered Giraffe and fell asleep to that. And yeah, at one point I woke up to my favorite song by them, which is Diamonds. I cannot get that song out of my head. Yeah. It's the chorus, I guess you could call it the chorus. It goes, shine bright like a diamond. It's just almost always going through my head. Yeah. Yeah, I found it was the very first video, very first music video, very first song that Wolfie introduced me to, from the group. Excuse me. And yeah, she when I first asked her about the music, she started telling me, it was like the whole backstory type deal of the group, how it's the two main performers are brothers, or were brothers. One is named Spine, goes by Spine, and he's the one that sings Diamonds. He sings it all by himself. And the other one goes by Rabbit. Well, Rabbit apparently a few years ago went through a transition to become a woman, and now goes by the name Bunny Rabbit. And it's like, okay. And then there are other performers. Other people have performed with them in the past, and actually they have a live concert coming up. They've actually been around for quite a few years, apparently. Yeah, but they've got a live concert coming up in LA. And it's like, yeah, I wish I had the money. I'd definitely go, because yeah, I'm hooked on their music. And Wolfie's like, yeah, if we had the money, I'd rather go to Florida. I'm like, well, okay, if we had the money, we'd go to LA for the concert, and then we'd go to Florida, because that's where her new boyfriend is. Her boyfriend. Well, apparently she has, she had a crush on this guy back when they used to talk before, like, I think she said 6 years ago. Yeah, and apparently he had a crush on her too. He's a few years older than her. Not by much, just a few. And yeah, they got along great. The other guys that she was communicating with before, after she moved in with me, yeah, they all have red flags. But like, there are red flags with them, but like not like major red flags, except for one, and that of course was the one that she I guess if you can call it dating. Yeah, he has like major anger issues, that one in particular. So that was like the biggest red flag for her, was his anger issues, because he admitted that, yeah, he would black out and yeah, get very violent. And it's like, well, you definitely do not want to be with someone like that unless you know how to defend yourself and are willing to beat the crap out of your partner when they go into a rage. And well, that's not her. It's not her, that's not me. Yeah, so yeah, that put fear into her, because like, what would she do if he was in a bad mood, and like he came home in a bad mood and something triggered him, and he blacked out and got violent and physically assaulted her? What's she gonna do, right? How can she defend herself? The only way that she knows how to defend herself is with an inanimate object. And there's no guarantees that she'd even be able to get her hands on an inanimate object to defend herself. Plus, with the fact that he was in the military, he knows how to unalive people, which is even worse, even scarier for her. So yeah, which is unfortunate, because he was a really cool guy. He was really nice and sweet and very polite. Always called me ma'am. Even called me mom once.
This is
yeah.
music that I'm not used to, so it's gonna freak
But
me out.
yeah, she told me straight out, like, she was like, yeah, his anger is an issue. And I was like, okay, yeah, I understand, I get that. It is unfortunate. But yeah, the guy that she's with now, he makes her laugh. He also was in the military. Go figure. But yeah, he was medically discharged. He has a bad back. unfortunately. But I think he only worked on the trucks in the military. He didn't actually fight. I don't think he did any fighting. Yeah. So, but yeah, he injured his back in the military and was honorably medically discharged. So, and yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he's stuck living. I think he's living at home with his mom and his sister. Yeah, and his sister's pretty lazy. She won't go out and get a job. She'd rather pester him to buy. Sorry, she would rather pester him to buy her things. And it's like, what's she gonna do with herself when he's gone and their mom is passed on? Who's she gonna rely on? Oh, yeah, yes. She'll find herself a sugar daddy. Well, most likely, yeah. Yeah, she sounds like that type of person. I don't know if she actually is. I don't know any of that stuff, but just from the signs that I see, these are my. I guess this is my interpretation of things, like just from what I'm currently seeing and hearing right now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping things work out for Wolfie. He is looking for a job. He is, but
it was, but
with where he lives, it's a bit of a struggle. Excuse me. At least he has a bit of an income from the military to help out, but yeah, he's hoping that Wolfie would one day move down there, but like, he lives in Florida. It's too hot down there. Yeah, it's too hot. She doesn't want to live in Florida because it's too hot. Yeah, I told her if we had the money, then yeah, we'd travel down there and to Florida, and because we've got cousins that live in Florida. I think Tampa Bay. Could be wrong. I cannot remember exactly where they live, but they live, yeah. My cousin, I have a cousin that lives in Florida. Yeah. Plus, I'd love to go check out Tubetown. Yeah. Would love to check out Tubetown and see how Tubetown 2.0 is coming along.
2 torches went out.
And
right
if you're
just a couple steps down.
Scratching your head going, huh? What's Tubetown?
Just as you were saving and quitting.
Tubetown is
That's not creepy at all.
from my favorite YouTube channel. Yeah. Kinda. Sorta kinda. It's located on their property. But it was created by a friend of theirs who has his own YouTube channel, and now he has 2 YouTube channels. One is Tubetown and the other one is his original. Yeah. But yeah, if you've been following along with what I've been talking about to do with my favorite YouTube channel, What the Hales, and their bad neighbors, Tubetown is located on a piece of What the Hales property that's up for sale currently, and it is located across the street from the bad neighbors. And I recently saw video footage. He recently did a live stream.
That was me. the creator of Tubetown, Travis. He was doing a live stream from Tubetown, and all he was doing, he was just sitting there in a lawn chair, chatting away with chat, conversing with chat, and all of a sudden you hear this little kid screaming out, and screaming out things coming from across the road. And then you could also hear the voices of the adults from across the road. And Travis, he uses a certain type of microphone that only picks up, like, you'd have to be pretty loud for it to pick up your voice if you're any distance away from the mic. And yeah, but I saw clips of it where you could clearly hear the little kid screaming, hollering out, and you can hear the adults. And yeah, I'm not going to repeat what they were saying because it's just, yeah, not really that important. It's important to them, but yeah, it's like, I'm looking forward to the day when all these legal issues are over and done with on that channel, on What the Hell's channel, and Tubetown can be left in peace. But because the property is up for sale, Tubetown is looking at relocating, hence Tubetown 2.0, because most likely the new owner, whoever buys the property, the 70+ acres, is not going to want to keep Tubetown. They're most likely, Jeremy was saying something about, I think the word was subdividing, or parceling out the land, something like that. Yeah. Something like that. I don't remember, obviously I don't remember everything that's being said. But because of all the different channels that I watch on YouTube that are covering this, it's easier for me to remember certain specifics. Not everything, but certain specifics. Yeah, but like I actually did not know that the Bad Neighbors and their followers have actually started buying storage units. It's like, yeah, it's like they don't have an original thought in their heads. They have to copy everything that Jeremy and George do. And yeah, because everything that the Bad Neighbors are doing are things that they saw being done on What the Hales. Yep. Yep. Anyways, so I'm curious as to what you guys are working on. As you can see, I'll probably, as long as I continue working on this today, I'll have it done. I should have it done today. Maybe. We'll see. Because I did sleep the morning away. Yeah, I slept through the morning. Didn't get up until, it was almost noon when I got up. I'm a little surprised, but only a little. Because, yeah, we know that I require lots of sleep at times. Sometimes I can function on a little bit of sleep, but then I only function for a little while, and then I need to go get more sleep. Although there have been times when I've gone with very little sleep for like 3 or 4 days, and yeah. But anyways, oh goodness. I'm going to deal with this row here, which is mostly G. Yeah, I wish I could. Oh my god, that song just suddenly popped into my head again. I wish I could play it on here, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. Because I would definitely get a copyright strike. Yeah. Because I really like that song, and of course, I would want to play it, the whole thing.
They just immediately disappear after you put.
And I know it's not the kind of music that everybody would like, but I really like it because it's performed by the one brother that goes by the name Spine, and you got to see the music videos to understand as to why he goes by that name. Yeah, but yeah, they dress up, and they dress up like robots, and they have like face paint, like they look really cool.
Oh, look, more diamonds.
And but yeah, he oh my god, even with the door closed, she's loud.
Oh yeah, and it's a big vein too.
I don't know what I think she's talking about mining. Big vein. Hopefully that's what she's talking about. Anywho, yeah, he's a tenor and alto.
I'm also currently.
If you know singing terminology, then you'll know tenor and alto. Yeah, it's like, oh my god. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I really like that song. Yep.
Ow, I'm typing to someone, you butt.
Oh my goodness, that girl. I don't know if you can hear her, but if you can, yeah, she's... Because she's got her headset on, so of course that means she speaks a little louder. And when she's in a really good mood, she gets really loud. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm glad she's got people that she can that keep her that keep her occupied during the day, so she's not coming and bugging me. I'm bored. She used to do that all the time. And then when she was little, and then I'd be like, go outside and play. Do this, do that. I don't wanna. I don't feel like it. I'm bored. What can I do? Dishes? Let's go with O. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Cute. Yeah, so the last couple of videos that I did for you guys, I recorded them on my older phone, my oldest phone, and then it took a really long time for them to upload. A really long time. So, I'm back to using my secondary phone. And I don't know why that phone is so slow at uploading. Because I don't have all that much on it. Well, actually, actually I do have a fair bit on it. Games. I got a whole bunch. I got a lot of games on there. I got several gigs worth of games on there, and I don't even play most of them. I only play certain ones. There's a few that I play that are not through Missed Play. Those ones I play just for my own enjoyment. And then there's a whole bunch that I play through Missed Play, specifically for points that I can redeem for money on Amazon. And I'm working on that again, on saving up money, getting money on my Amazon account so that I can purchase some items. Yeah. Okay, now for the letter B. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Yeah. I hope I don't crash after my coffee, because I got 2 sinks full of dirty dishes that need to get done. Got a bunch of clean dishes that need to get put away. I'll get Wolfie to put the clean dishes away. I'll do some of the dirty dishes. Yeah, it took me what was it, like 3 or 4 times working on doing the dishes to get them all done, because I can only stand there for so long at a time, and then some dishes need to soak. So they only need to soak for a few minutes. So yeah, I take my time. Wolfie and I both are like that. We take our time getting things done. Yeah, you know the story of the tortoise and the hare. Well, yeah, she and I are both tortoises. My dad and his girlfriend, they're like the hare. At times. But yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. Except, like, yeah, slow and steady. We do eventually get things accomplished. It may take longer than most people, but at least it's done. And we like to make sure that because we're slow and steady, that means we're able to make sure that whatever we're doing gets done fully and thoroughly, and doesn't have to get redone right away. Yeah. And yeah, we don't expend too much energy. We like to conserve our energy in case we need to hurry with something. Like when we're walking and we go to cross the road and a vehicle comes up, like I'll speed up to cross the road quicker for the vehicle.
Yeah, because I still have all your shit.
Oh my goodness, that girl and her potty mouth. Yeah, she's got such a potty mouth.
Yeah, he's back down here with me.
I very seldom swear these days. I was swearing a lot when I was with her father, and that was because of the stress and anxiety of living with that man, having to put up with his his temper tantrums. Is basically what it comes down to, is temper tantrums and jealousy. And I swear, feelings of inadequacy. Yeah. Yep, because he always thought that he always assumed that I was going to cheat on him. And it's like, no. I told him straight out that I would not cheat on him, and I didn't. The whole time that we were together, I did not cheat on him. He, of course, would say differently, but it's like, no, I did not cheat on him. When I came out here, I left him, like 3 years ago now. I left him. I told him I couldn't deal with it anymore. I couldn't handle the stress and all of that, everything that had been happening. So I left him. I broke up with him, and I moved out here and was living at my dad's, trying to save up money to do what ended up being accomplished last year, buying this and all that stuff. But I was still in communication with him, and I was living in my dad's motor home. And I'm sorry this is so far over, but yeah, trying to work things out and trying to move on was not working, because I was still willing to go out there and do things for him. Like, yeah. And because I felt it was the easiest way to make sure that nothing happened to my stuff while it was still out there, and trying to get the landlord to get all of our stuff from his place that was being stored there, and just trying to I was juggling too much stuff, and it was just, but like, I had broken up with him, so we were not a couple. So I started a relationship with my current boyfriend, which I have done in the past. Like, in the past, there were times when we were friends with benefits, other times we were not. We were just friends. And he always seemed to be okay with it. I don't know, because he doesn't really communicate, and I never really asked. It always felt like he always wanted more than just friends with benefits, but he never said anything. He has never said anything, but, well, except for once. And that was shortly after Jag and I moved out of his place. 11 years ago now. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so he was always there for me. He's always been there for me. And I took advantage of that, and it really sucks that I was so caught up in my own little world that I didn't see what it was doing to him. And yeah, it wasn't until 3 years ago that I found out. I'm pretty sure his road rage issue, which cost him his job and his home and, well, his business and all that stuff, would not have been as bad if I had stayed. If I had chosen him over Jag, Wolfie's father. Because it happened not that long after Jag and I had moved out. Yeah, within a matter of months afterwards. Yeah, so
until he says otherwise, I'll continue blaming myself for that problem. Oh, oh dear. I need to plug my phone in. Holy cow. Yeah, I really needed to plug my phone in. I'm going to have to go because it's at 1%. It almost died. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to go and I'll see you next time. Bye.